Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of
Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode, live review, that is, of Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, Season 2, Episode 8. It is the finale, and we're going to talk about this top three, this wonderful group of friends we can tell from this episode who basically did, the normal rigmarole of going through the competition and doing a song and a dance and having a conversation with some food or some candy or some sort of thing that is regional to the effect, to then having baby pictures brought out, to then lip syncing for their lives, and then having a winner. I'm assuming that there were they filmed multiple winnings or multiple, endings to who would have won this season. But personally, this is one we got to talk about today, because with Down Under in this franchise, I almost let this go because that first season was tough to choose. We are going to get into it today. Let's go ahead and drop my social medias and start this up. And of course, as y'all know, it is the week of thy birthday to me. So my birthday's on Saturday. I'm going to try to go live on that day. But after today, with this review, I will be on hiatus until Friday, which will be Drag Race UK Season 4 premiere. I'll be doing a live review that day. And then on Saturday, going live for my birthday. Sunday will be the panel. After that, the channel is going to be on a little bit of a week break. I'm going to be recording some pre-recorded videos versus doing live. So you will still be getting like reviews for Drag Race UK, etc. Anything that comes out, but it will all be from, the old way I used to do reviews with the green screen and all that jazz. So give me some time because I'm moving and stuff like that. And I need a moment to like get all my setup back together again before I can go live, make sure that the internet is right. Everything is good. Learn the neighborhood, all that jazz. We're still trying to get all this stuff situated together, and I'm super stressed. That's my inner saboteur telling you that, oh my God. But all will come together. Your boy's working on it. I've been doing it since today. So, yes. So, please forgive any noise you hear in the background. Remember, I have the worst neighbors of my entire life. And again, I will be getting away from these tragic people very, very soon. Thank God for that. But my social medias are as follows. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find that all in the description down below. If you grab a branch and you eat some fruit, it's a little bit of Mativia poot. With the Mativia comes a shirt and a tank top, as well as rant pack tank tops and shirts. The panel and Sundays are best with the panel. Shout out to Baked by Bunny. She posted Sundays are best with the panel shirt the other day, and I reposted it. You should check out the shirt. It's lovely, as well as Baked by Bunny's Instagram. Get something baked by Bunny. Look at that. Look at sister. Do you see? Look at that. Selena Kyle just fell. But it's funny. I just said your name. I'm like, look, this is something that's baked by Bunny. Puss, puss. Yes, I still love this so much. I have to make sure this is not going to be damaged while I am moving. Plus, a little bit of a shade button, too. We love it. This video is not sponsored by, but I am promoting because that's my sis. So, hey, beach. And thank y'all for tuning in. Also, there are reactions to all of these episodes that I review from YouTube on my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. That is $1 a month. I'm not asking for anything higher. Just $1 will get you access to over 150 videos that I have made reactions to. So check out my Patreon, and this episode is already uploaded. I'm also bookable on Cameo, and I do want to just stress this real quick, okay? Because recently I've had some people drop something in my inbox sort of telling me what to do versus or asking of something, and it's more like I don't just drop just random stuff here. I gotta pay bills. So if y'all want any sort of videos like happy birthdays, inspirational messages, all that kind of stuff, not to be rude about it, but that is what this service is for. It's with Cameo. And I'm more than happy to send you something personal, a happy birthday message, one from the heart, as well as like say you're having a bad day. I'm good for that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to just do it just because you're like, oh my God, the world is like, I hear y'all, but at the same time, I have to make a living. And since Cameo reached out to me and gave me that spot, that's what that is for. So, all my love and my best to everybody out there too. But I don't want to feel also taken advantage of because I try to give my all and I'm vulnerable to every one of you. So I'm just not being rude about it. But I was like, okay, I've noticed an influx of things coming my way saying do this and do that. And I'm like, I would love to, but let's go through Cameo for that. I'm more than happy to do it that way. Um, Not even to be rude about it. Now, with that being said, as you know, because I review shows and I have an opinion that is mine and just mine, sometimes we share and sometimes we don't, I can sometimes drag a little bit. And I do not mean behind, I do mean from your scalp, roots included. Slam, bam, damn. With that being said, it's all for just fun. This is Shits and Giggles comedy. Disclaimer. This program's for entertainment purposes only and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are solely the personal views and don't reflect the individuals. I don't even need to read this anymore. Just look at it this way. I put words into this. And Feral Kitty, shout out to Feral Kitty, made this today. Oh, now we're on the third paragraph. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be a poot. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, please consume some activity and have just that. Okay. Just want to make sure we got that out the way. I know some people won't get that jazz and they feel entitled to my opinion, but I got to understand and let y'all know this real quick. I don't care. I'm going to say what I want to say. If I want to drag a bitch, I'm going to drag a bitch. And if I want to just give love, I'm going to give love. I'm going to give love. But really, this is the finale for Down Under. I don't know if I'm going to be able to drag anybody because I like all three of these babies. And it was a good episode. It was this season. Wow, y'all know how I felt about season 1. Did I even finish the reviews for season 1? I don't even think I finished the reviews for season 1. I think I stopped at a certain point and was like, you know what? This isn't for me. I enjoyed my piece. I like the way this is. I watched it, but I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't even know if I finished it. I have to look that up. But something about this season in particular, and it probably is casting. It's also, there were driven narratives that were relatable. There was drama that was enjoyable. And there wasn't a situation where somebody was given an okay for something that should have been given a lot more time and been a little bit more respected on for those who are and were affected by it. So that includes somebody in the top 3 here who had a past before that has atoned for that and is continuing to show that they are being responsible for their past actions as well as not allowing it to drown themselves. It's very interesting how this all came together. I have a lot of respect for all 3 of these people. And so with that being said, I'm going to be real with you. I think that Yuri Guy possibly could have been in one of these positions, possibly. And I also say that not just because Sedera Side, shout out to my babies out there, aka Drag Race Statistics on Instagram, had showed the track record being where Yuri basically found themselves in a bottom 2 once and was eliminated immediately, versus somebody who was placing bottom, low, this, that, and the other, et cetera, et cetera. I always think to myself, what if that had happened? Now, I may not use that with everybody that was on this season, but in particular, that's someone who didn't make it all the way, who I'm like, can we see them on an All Stars? I'd say throw Beverly in there. She's young. She got time. Get some shit together. Carve out them cheeks a little bit harder. I think she'd be good TV too. Minnie Cooper. Legendary. Imagine if Minnie Cooper came back into a competition situation like this, and instead of how it was before, where they were maybe internalizing a couple of things because of past situations that happened with folks that had been there before off camera, but also the way someone may have talked to them or spoken to them and not realizing TV is TV and a game is a game. And we all can take this personally, but at the end of the day, they're going to cut and paste whatever they want us as viewers to see. So I'm happy that I stuck for this one. I just was mad last season that Anita Wiglet went home so soon. One. Two, it didn't seem like there was a lot of representation on that season. Three, that Scarlet moment was very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I did not care for it. And I felt like et cetera, was punished for being a real one in the workroom that day and calling it out. So like I can never get over that. And then what was it? When was that? 3? I'm on 4 now, right? Art Simone came back in the competition to be safe the entire like what? It just things didn't make sense. And I was happy that Keita Mean won because I liked Keita Mean from the jump. And I started to get her aesthetic and she was hilarious. It's still one of the funniest reads in the reading challenge competition ever. Electric Shock. Man, like that's still the funniest thing on the planet. And it's so funny that someone had to try to recreate it. They fucked it up. But again, there were moments in season 1 I liked, but I think season 2 is the refresher that Down Under needed if they are considering a season 3. And I would like for them to do so based on how I feel after this season. So I just wanted to say that first before we start this episode up. I know I can be long-winded at times, but that's my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, as a Black gay content creator who is proud of who they are. That can sometimes work against me in avenues like this. So I need my Rant Pack audience to push it. Push it real good, if you would, for me, please. Also, because I have no shame, my birthday is coming up. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. That's going to be Saturday. If you want to wait till Saturday, that's fine too. That's fine too. But tip in the jar, wave in the 4-4. That's not the song. It's not the song, Maddie. It's not the song. But thanks for tuning in. Let's start this up, shall we, kittens? And I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, let's have one. 94,000 in the room. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Molly Floppins left a message on the mirror. It was cute, but thank you, Lady Hakuto. Hakuto. Oh, I love your Avi. It's a peach on a bunny. I'm sorry. Thank you, baby. It's a peach on a bunny. Sorry. I love peaches and I love bunnies. Who from the season could you see on a future season of All Stars? Queen Kong for sure. Hannah Conda for sure. If Hannah gets some dancing in her. She low-key dances when she doesn't want to, like when she's having a good time and just feeling whatever. She's kind of fun, but Queen Kong for sure. Yuri Guy, I would put in there. I put Beverly in for drama and also to see like progression since she's young, and that would be like a good storyline for her. Maybe even Minnie, but that would be like a season that I would feel they would have to have somebody also to match Minnie's energy there. They can't just throw her into a group of 20-something-year-olds. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. They have to like actually have people there that would be on the same level in terms of time spent with their craft as well as, the work that they put in. Because when you put somebody like that in a room full of like, I just got here, it cannot be a great equation. So I think them in particular, I would put on there. No, not shading the rest of the cast, but to be H, everybody had a time and a good moment here this season. Also, why was nobody who was eliminated? Excuse me. Yeah. Everyone eliminated wasn't there. What was that about? I mean, they've had people pop up on flip phones and shit, and that's fine. I kind of wanted to see the eliminated queens get one more walk. It would have been nice to see, especially for Faux Fur, who got sent home first. Maybe we could have seen some eleganza from Baby Girl, to show, okay, honey, I had something in my purse. It was gonna be nasty. But I did miss that a little bit with this episode. Even in the 53 minutes of the episode, there was not a single moment except for a flashback scene that we'll get to in a second. But Molly got on a stool and was able to write on this mirror. The top 3, Anaconda, Queen Kong, Spanky Jackson. Y'all, this episode was really a love fest between the 3. You can definitely tell there's a friendship there. Spanky, if that is Hannah's wig, you need to steal this wig from Hannah. I hate to listen. I know that's wrong to say. Like I'm advocating being a thief here. But if that is Hannah's wig, Spanky Jackson, I'm tapping on this thing now because that's how serious it is. My finger, my finger, my finger. You need this wig so bad in your life right now. I was like, they're playing around, and this wig looks so good on Spanx. Bitch, Nerdigans, call it like we see it. Like, rob her. Okay? Because, that's a good wig, and it looks really good on you. That dark hair looks great. Please, please, invest. Invest. Sold, buy, sell, sell, sell. Take it to the stock market, please. Because I was like, oh, that's actually kind of the right. It fits. The next day, Queen Kong's gooch hold and rest of it is pushed through the workroom here. No, the three best friends that anyone could have. No, they're all coming back into the workroom. Once again, happy to be in the top three. And we have a wonderful flashback moment of things that happened from those who once were here. It's almost like the ghosts were available. The following slides are provided by me being silly this afternoon because I was like, oh, I'll just be a little corny today. There was faux fur. There was Minnie, yes, driver. And Yuri was crying and Spanky saved her. Ooh, it was an amazing season. Keelan fell because Miss Mama was doing too much. And well, I know that Molly Poppins had this weird look on her face imitating Minnie Cooper. Listen, I'm gonna stop. Pomara. I forgot the rain drip. I did. Beverly Kills what this wig is doing. And clowns. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who enjoyed my foolishness. You're the special ones. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, this is RuPaul's best hair. I'll fight anybody on it. This is RuPaul's best hair. I'll fight you. Pew, pew. Sorry, this is the best hair. It looks so good. I love it so much on RuPaul. It's such a bop. And I love how these earrings look in this picture. Oh, it's fabulous. Listen, this is the last talking head they get from this lady giving them one last riddle, which is really, girl, you're here. We're done. I get to fly back home. But after that, RuPaul comes in this really fabulous suit and presents to the queens their last challenge. Last challenge being them, of course, doing a song and dance number to RuPaul's original Who Is She? It's not the worst RuPaul song ever. It is one of my favorite ones from Mama Ru. I believe that's the name of the album. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. Now I'm looking at this lineup. I'm like, well, Spanky can sing and Spanky's good. I know Queen gonna be fine. We gotta get Donda together. So there we go. But that is the Maxi Challenge, children. You already know what it is with the finale, runway, elegance, extrava, whatever extra adjectives you can place on it. But RuPaul has given them a task of writing their own lyrics to her original song and performing on the stage with choreography. Good luck and don't tuck it up. Thank you, Gingham. Now, what that booty do, don't. Hannah Donda, and I love you down, but flat backs. Spanky, if you're Jackson, not that round rump. Nope, it's not happening here. Listen, the curvature of the earth is not in favor of Spanky Jackson and Hannah Donda. However, when we talk about what a booty do, we talk about the queen that is Kong. Listen, if the dunk ain't the trunk, then I don't want to hear it go boom, baby. All I'm saying, the car has a nice shocks on it. The wheels are insured. Those are new tires. Okay, now I got a back. You hear what I'm saying? I'm shaped right for Jesus. It's okay. The girls are mad. They can be fine with it. I'll say that to that lady that I passed by the other day after brunch. She was looking at me like I was crazy because I was wearing some nice little fitted pants, and I had to look back at her like, yes, she's giving shape. It's cool. No corset needs no Spanx, baby. That's rump right back there. If y'all want that story time from that Twitter post I had about being stood up, I will do it after this video, but I have to have an overwhelming amount of you say you want to hear the story because it's actually very fascinating what happened. But anywho, that dunk do. They're all going through their lyrics, having a good time. Again, this is a very lighthearted episode. It's full of nothing but fun. But ring, ring, ring. Somewhat, this is the advertisement of the $50,000 cash prize from Samsung to let us know that this phone is going to be that girl. But there's a ring on the table, and they're flipping it over to look who it is. Oh my God. Delta Gudrum. Watch me be wrong with that pronunciation. If I'm right, then this never happened. We never heard me talk about it. It didn't take place. Spanky lost their shit, but everybody else was super excited too, as to make sure ain't nobody catching the hot chews. They had the conversation over their lyrics over the phone. That you heard me correctly, child. They flipped this phone open from a clam to a bar, and they said, we're going to talk to her through this Samsung device about our lyrics, and she's going to tell us if it's rocking or not. Now, I said, Samsung, I was waiting for Hannah, or I was waiting for somebody to go, that speaker is loud and clear. I was waiting for that moment. We didn't have it, though. It's okay. It wasn't fully a commercial, but low-key, watch somebody buy this phone, because I saw it on Drag Race Down Under. Either way, it was a cute segment for a special guest to show up on the telly. They were bored. They had to be. Hannah, hey boo, can you hit me up in my car? Can you message me? Girl, were y'all bored? Spanky, I need someone talk to me. Did they just tell y'all, hey, I know we have time in between what we're doing here while we're doing these sort of interviews or whatnot, but y'all can just paint on the statues. I said they're bored, baby. But it was funny though. It was still funny. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. And if you'd like to drop a tip in my jar, my birthday is on Saturday. Libra powers activate. It's PayPal.me /MattyRants. Cash App $MattyRants and Venmo MattyRants. All right, let's continue. Yes, the cash prize is $50,000 provided by Samsung. That's why I know that phone is going to be in almost every episode. And I was right. Someone's calling us. I said, that's $50,000 that's calling you. All tea. Every time that phone jump scared them queens. Oh, shit. Because, baby, they don't got their devices. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like, oh, there go $50,000. That would be funny if that's how they found out who the winner was, right? Keita means like, oh, there's a phone call for you. Bitch, I would be over it. Someone random pops up on the phone watching me, Kylie Minogue. It's like, of course. Oh my goodness. Lots of stuff happened. Now, what can someone help me understand what was in that bowl? You're talking to somebody who just went to the Lollipops candy store not 2 days ago and got himself some 4D sour strawberry gummies. So good. Some chocolate covered raisins. That's also one of the keys to my heart, everybody. I know it doesn't sound appetizing, but chocolate covered raisins are everything. I will fight you. I will fight you. Raisinets are that girl. Jaffa's, okay, wasn't that what they served last season too? Isn't that what they served last season? That was what they served last season, right? They did. They had to. Because I think I talked about me possibly having that at one point in time. Had to. It's all a blur. Listen. RuPaul bringing up being a queen of color and how difficult it can be in the industry and the hurdles that they face was a welcome surprise. Not to say that RuPaul doesn't talk about it, but the Vixen season. Oh, Matthew, you always make it about that. I can. But that's not what I'm really going. That's not really the gist of it. That's just what people like to do when they don't want to be talking about things that make them uncomfortable. But no, it was that, Queen had a bit of a journey through the season in terms of getting over their own hurdle, because nobody was blocking Queen. Let's be very clear. Let's keep it very cute. Queen was the only one making sure she was in the bottom two. And it came from certain moments where, like, for instance, the Bev situation, putting some sort of feeling in their brain of making someone look bad and how they're supposed to be presenting themselves in this maternal figure, all the way to the point to where they thought they should be doing better, but it really was a lack of time when it came to the first outfit, and it just didn't work out in their favor, and that sort of like takes a chunk out of your armor. See, that's the thing though, y'all. When you deal with people who have defenses already in place, and you put somebody in a situation where things may not go the right way, but it then starts to like shake you a bit, it can rattle your confidence. And that confidence then sort of drips into your aura, and that sort of can mess up the entirety of your brand. And here's the thing about it. Queen got that shit together. It took a moment, but it also developed through the friendships that she had in place through the people she met in this competition, including folks like Hannah Conda and Spanky Jackson, who, if you think about it, the Babs, the whole team, all of that bit, come on now. Like, Queen needed to get out of her own way, and she did. It took a second, though, but we were glad when she finally did. Mind you, she's also the only one that didn't commit murder on the makeover episode. That's the only queen that didn't get on stage with their baby and say, you know what? Kill them all. Everyone else was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Down, Leatherface. Everybody, Leatherface. No shade to the other girls. I love y'all down, but y'all know what you did. Committed crimes. You committed crimes. Queen was the only one that got that shit together. And every time it came down to performances, by all means, legendary. So shout out to Queen. I'll have wonderful things to say towards the end of this for each and every one of them. I might get emotional. But that's how I feel Queen's story went. Now, Hannah Donda, bitch, low-key, your track record says, Hachoo, I could have won this. I can still win this. I am going to win this. Because this last episode where you had to go against Molly Flops, honey, that was the only time you were actually in the bottom two. You had quite a great track record through the season, and you were very consistent. But one thing about Hannah that I will say, even through this talk with RuPaul, is that I feel Hannah wasn't who I thought she was going to be, and in a good way, and in a very, like, kind of a great way. I also like the fact that, like we talked about before, whatever was from her past, that was brought into the forefront, because it would have been something later discussed. And had it not been addressed then on this platform where you have the rights to say what you need to say, I was happy with how the conversation went, even though Queen wasn't necessarily that's not her job to be the person of color that sits there and has that conversation with someone who formerly didn't get it and showed a little bit of ignorance. It was a needed and necessary moment to have. And that helped Hannah's story. Not to say she did it for that, because that's not it at all. You felt genuine authenticity from Hannah Conda. For me personally, that's why I call her Hannah Donda. Because I started making up nicknames for folks. You know what I'm saying? That's the Don. Come on, Hannah. But for real though, like it was a really welcome surprise to see Hannah this competition. I literally, once again, the Meet the Queens didn't do shit for me. Not for these bitches. We had to see the season for us to really get in. So I'm proud of Hannah. She was a good sport. She was professional the whole way through. Some of the fans of other girls were trying to say she was an ass from one of them episodes. She really wasn't. Y'all don't know the edit. But again, a surprise. I might cry when we get to Spanky's crowning, because this is one of the best ones of all the best ones that I would say completely shocked the shit out of me. And I think it's bravo. First of all, Spanky's like, what, 1 year older than me. You know what I mean? And when I see someone who's up in my group that is killing it, and it doesn't have to be outfits necessarily, but in terms of having that charisma, and I mean real charisma, I want to stand next to her with people around us and just kiki. I want to grab a drink with this bitch. Brunch, possibly. You know what I'm saying? If she was having a show and she was hosting, we would be there. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, wait. Spanky's hosting? Oh, girl, let me get the front seat. That's the feeling from this. Spanky feels like a real leader, even if they don't feel that way themselves. But I feel like Spanky, honestly, after getting through the first episode, oh my gosh, my throat. Ow! Hold on, y'all. I gotta release some steam. Look, I'm choking on Spanky's Jackson. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like Spanky just really came through. And honestly, not the best outfits of the season. And it didn't even matter. She sold all the looks that she had, whether they were crap or good. They were all sold. Even that first look, I have to go back to now. It was a mess, but she kind of sold that foolishness. Still should have been the bottom, but she sold that foolishness now. I was like, okay, girl was out there like, yes, bitch, I'm giving wings, honey. Buzz. It's that. But love you, Spanx. Mm, that would be me. I would take the whole bowl. They're not going to eat it. Who else was shocked to see Electroshock? Giving trade, not trade, but you know what I'm talking about. Giving Butch. There we go. That's not called trade. That's Butch. I was spooked. I was like, oh. I said, oh, I wanted to rub the bald head. I was like, hey, come on, Shocks. Listen, Electra was like, we're gonna do some choreography today. Season one tease. I also like that someone from season one came in as a choreographer. Well, someone who had a dance background for that matter. So I was here for it. I was here for it. I was like, oh, okay. Now, choreography was cute. Let's be very honest. Queen Kong did. Okay. Clearly. Destroyed. um, Spanky, it took a second there. You know, it's been a minute. They used to be one of the choreography girls, but you know, time stood still and so did her feet, ankles, knees, calves, thighs, hips, waist, chest, breast, top, block, pop, block, and drop, you know, all that. And of course, Hannah Donda needed to get her 1-2 steps together because we about to get it. Took her a second. One more time for Hannah. One more time for Hannah. One more time for Hannah. I said, "Ooh, my poor Conda. That snake won't do." Mm. Let's see here. Alyssa Edwards and now Electroshock. Any other queens you'd like to see choreograph, Maddie? Um, let me think. You know, they could bring in Laganja for shits. Because I know Laganja choreographs too. I'd love to see Kennedy as well choreograph because I know them numbers would be everything. We'd get a full drag. Oh, we get a good drag production number. Um, who else that we know that can do that? I'd be here for Camden. I'd like to see what Camden would do. Yeah, there's a couple girls I'd like to see get the choreography together and bring them back, utilize it. I know they wouldn't pay them as much. Let me stop. They like to cut on them checks. You know what? Shangela is busy conquering the world right now. Remember, she's on Dancing with the Stars tonight, y'all. Go support our sister immediately tonight. I will be watching. I will be watching. I cannot wait to see that dance, baby. Let's see here. Now, back into the workroom. This part was sweet, and I also felt for Spanky in this moment because it's currently I can feel. I get it. I get it. So Hannah Donda and Queen Kong had letters from their boyfriends that were written to them if they got to this point or throughout the each week that they would go, they would open up a letter and read it. And of course, Hannah was having a moment over their boyfriends as well as Queen. It was really such a sweet scene to see between the two, showing that they had some support at home and people who are rooting for them that are their loved ones. Spanky, on the other hand, did not have any letters like that in talking about, being single and focusing on themselves and working on this, that, and the other. And me currently right now, Spanky, I was like, if I had been there, I'd been the hands on the shoulder, like, bitch, me too. I feel you. I feel you. Trust me. Oh goodness. But still a sweet scene between them all. Spanky was brought in for the love. All just good stuff. Good feelings, y'all. Good feelings. Now, RuPaul. Who is she? Listen, I'm kind of, I'm okay with it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite, it's not my favorite, but it's still a nice dress. It's okay. It just looks like the dress someone took it and was like, hike it up on the wrist. It looked like someone just was hiking up the dress on the leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, yow. High key, I don't think she could ever come for Spanky Jackson after this one. I was like, girl, that cooch is out. Um, but I didn't think it was ugly. I thought it was just, I was like, okay, that's a nice look, Rue. We've seen her giving really eleganza, but it's giving me, I've pinned it up there. I thought RuPaul's face was lovely. This wig, I'm getting used to the shape. Like I said, I love the confessional wig that she had. I'm getting used to this shape. Not going to shade it, but I did think that Rue's face was lovely. So RuPaul, as usual, looking gorgeous. Moving forward, Michelle Visage. Now, Michelle looks like the assistant principal at a school who's currently having a play right now. You know how it is for the elementary schools. They're doing a play and the assistant principal is going to be in a little jazzy jacket. Her hair is kind of nice and stuff. She is giving me that tease. Right now, I'm not going. I love Michelle Dow, but I was like, girl, look at this jazzy assistant principal. She does look cute, though. I do love Michelle, and she still looks beautiful, absolutely. But she is a jazzy assistant principal, period. ... Reese, it's a lovely jacket. I cannot wait till October. Bitch, I will be front and center. It's going to be on Sci-Fi and USA Network, y'all. You better not miss it. You better not. Cannot wait for that new season, honey. Ooh, it's going to be so good. But Reese, you look great with this jacket. Go on, Chucks. Go on. Hold the finsta. Now, I'm assuming one of these people is Electroshock, excuse me. I'm assuming one of the people is Electra. It has to be. And the other one is the dancer, because that's who they were working with. I was like, no, it has to be one of them. It's like there's only two people up there. Now, first impressions of the look. Everybody came to different functions, for sure. For sure. Spanky is going to be basically, I see Spanky at brunch right now cutting up in this outfit. So that's what I got from Spanx. From Hannah, I thought possibly it's a Jersey thing is where it was going, or is a Long Island medium is also where my mind was going with tinsel in her hair. I love you, Hannah, but I think it looks like you're about to go to a really fun party. And I don't know how you're getting home, girl, but you about to have a blast. Queen, that hair is everything. Queen looks like she's about to perform as well. You know what I'm saying? I will say those white chest straps were, I'm with you, Chi Chi. They were struggling for Jesus. But other than that, I was like, okay, the girls are coming. The girls are coming. I mean, it does kind of look like Hannah's about to complain about the music at Queen Kong's party, and Spanky's going to be the one that answers the door and is going to be like, yeah, bitch, surprise. I thought Hannah Donna's verse was good. I thought she did well with her choreography. It was decent. We're not looking for the big tricks here, but I did like the flow of her lyrics, and it did fit well with the song. So I was kind of here for Hannah's part. It was pretty good. Pretty good. But as I chew, Spanky was good. I like that Spanky did like a little rap verse and then went into singing. And it flowed really well together. I was like, come on, Spanx. Spanky's got talent. So I loved her lyrics. I loved her part too. Dancing, it's okay. It's okay. I wasn't expecting anyone to dance well except for Queen. So there we are with that. But I thought she did a pretty good job. So sorry, I had to chew. Now Queen Kong. Okay. Queen Kong had the best verse. Queen Kong had the best dance. Queen Kong was cutting the tuck up. Oh, Queen Kong, you were killing it. Oh my God, it was lovely. Thank you. I had a great time. The chicken was lovely. Bitch, you were eating. I love this tumble roll so much. It is ridiculous. I love it so much because you have to see where she starts. Y'all, she's comes from the back. So her back is facing as she's doing her 360. And when she 360s, it's really a 720 if you want me to be real with you. It's a 360 in the air and a 360 on the ground where she then finds herself up. So she hits it from that back leg, puts enough force up to full spin in the air, okay? On the second 360 has landed, okay? And that's where the hands come in to then pull in that next rotation. It's so fun to see her do that because if she didn't have control over her body, and that's definitely some muscle right there to hold themselves up and to make that very dainty, like it would have looked like, someone threw their body across the stage and possibly, a cold case. I don't know. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed this for the most part. I thought the queens did well. Again, Babs, once again. Isn't that funny? For the girl group challenge, they were a group as the Babs. And now the Babs are performing against each other for the finale. So look at that. We love those moments. 132,000 billion, 500 quadrillion million of you in this room. That made no sense, but it will someday. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip in my jar if I'm doing a really good job. And become a part of this Rant Pack family if you haven't subscribed yet. I'm a hoot. I think I'm a hoot. I'm going to hold that. I am. All right. Now, congratulations, you're number one, but this is the finale runway here with Hannah Donda going first. It's a toot for me. It's a puss for me. I thought she looked lovely. I did. I'm not done talking about Hannah. Excuse me, Queen. I thought the makeup was bright. I thought the hair was great. I love this purple on her with the hoop effect with the dress. I thought it was a pretty, pretty, pretty gown. So I give her a puss. A good puss with that one. Go ahead, Hannah. Donda. Queen Kong. No shade. This is all love. For real, for real. Bitch, this is the best you looked all season. Like, ma'am. Oh, God. It was so, I enjoyed. Hard to walk in, which is fine. But, you were moving in that little Morticia walk. You were moving that Morticia walk, baby. Okay, now that's Morticia with some hips. There ain't no Adams right there. That's more in the Gomez line of the family. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, baby. I was like, ooh, this is the best she looked. And she ate. Face beat. Hair done. Body right. Dress gone. Green is the color. Feathers are all over. Silhouette was everything. Puss. Best dress of the night. And she actually performed the best, personally for me, in the final challenge. I'm just being honest. I think that Queen, if they were doing this a little bit different, oh, girl, I was like, oh, she kind of pulled. She kind of pulled. She kind of pulled it. She kind of pulled it. Oh, in my mind, Iniki, because at first I was like, I want to do some like very va voom sort of dress with, of course, like this very, fit tight silhouette. But I think if I really wanted to do it, you know, I think I would honestly be Queen Serenity if I really was gonna do it. If I was just gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? And I would walk out as Queen Serenity. Oh, absolutely. Hair and everything. But I would do, black girl version, right? And as I'm getting to the front, I'd pull out the Millennium Crystal. Oh, baby, production. We'd have to get production. I think that's what I would do. Because of course, what I would want for my finale look would be my love of course, video games and all that kind of stuff. and anime and manga and like all of that to be sort of wrapped into my finale look, because I don't want the look to just be like, oh, this is some glamorous no, 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 no. I need it to be referential to who I am as a person and what is my geesh and what I like about what I want to do. So that's what I would do. And it would be a lot of fabric. Oh my God. And I would need a fan up there too. I would have, yep, they'd have to have it. I probably just would build one in to the dress. So that way when I was walking, it would look like I'm like flowing through the air. That's going to be really hard to do. I'm going to make it happen though. If that is to be, I would try to make that happen. But if all else fails, I'll probably come out looking like Halle Berry at the Oscars when she won. That would probably be my next look that I would try to do. I would do something very similar to that because I kind of lived for Giselle Lullaby's finale look. I was like, oh, I low key would eat this. Like I would wear the fuck out of this, but with a different hair. So yeah. Desiree Williams, thank you for the super chat. Refused to look at the finale until I saw you first. Oh, thank you for being here, baby. No, that would have to be for like Black Dress Challenge or something. I don't know. We would have to wait for the Black Lady. I think that would be so funny because RuPaul would be like, I feel like you're going for a theme here. And I'd be like, yes. I wouldn't even say it. I'd be like, yes. Nerd. Because I feel like a lot of the queens who were nerdy wanted to show more in that cosplay references and also like build it into their drag. And sometimes they did it really well. And I think that would be kind of where my aesthetic would go for what I want to do. Like if I walked into the workroom, I low-key want to walk in as Cammy from Street Fighter. And have the whole cloak and walk in and then just pull it off. Bitch, how that would eat. Oh, and have the boots, but they have heels in it. Oh, girl. Like with the paint all over my legs and stuff. Oh, very that. With the beret, baby. Eat. Anywho, I'm sorry. You got me talking. Y'all got me talking. Y'all got me talking. Someone's going to steal that idea. Stop. I have to be quiet. Shh. I told myself, if I get on this show, man, I'm coming with like, they're going to have to be like, now, Matt, you can't do this. You can't do this. We got copyright for that. Why? The difference between drag and cosplay is actually you doing the full character and you're referencing them, not even referencing, but you're doing a full play on that person. Like you're embodying that character, but you're not necessarily doing, say, ethnicity, race, gender specifics, but what you're doing is you're pulling on the entirety of the look that they would have worn on whatever episode, whatever sort of, mission, battle suit armor, that kind of stuff, and hair wise, all of that. And you're not such and such as a drag queen. You're do in cosplay as this person versus with drag, with you basically going into what you and your own aesthetic likes and what you want to do, and then incorporating it into your drag. Now, is there drag cosplay? Absolutely. That all intertwines together. But drag also isn't just specifically turning yourself into somebody you saw on TV. It's somebody who you feel you are in your own way that you reflect through the illusion of your drag, whether it be gender fucked, female illusionist, etc. That's how I at least look at it. But I don't necessarily feel that I have the direct answer for that. I feel like I have an answer that I feel sounds correct based off of my knowledge of drag as well as cosplaying and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, this is day number, I don't want to say, well, actually, I really don't want to say, but just know it's been a while of me working on my eyes and painting, and I am proud of myself, but I had to go buy makeup wipes today because I was not doing well with the alcohol in the cotton swabs. I was like, okay, we need to go get some makeup wipes because this shit's starting to irritate my skin. So yes, Pizza is coming. I'm putting money on it. And that's another reason why I'm happy I'm moving, because once I get into my next place by myself, no roommates, nothing like that, I am going to be in full, let's go. So get ready, kids. Because Matty is like, child, I'm ready to cut up. Which palette did you get? Was it from Kimchi's booth, or did you get the one that came from the Anastasia Beverly Hills from the VIP package? Queen looked fabulous. Queen look fabulous. Continue. Talking too much. Now, Spanky. Right. Listen. Mama was losing weight the season. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's the one I've been working on, Nine Tails. That's the one I've been using. Yeah, that's the one I've been playing in. Marilyn Jackson, Spanky Monroe. Listen, it's a loose dress, whatever. I think that Spanky looked great. I don't know. I want to chop, but I can't because it Spanx. And look at her face. It's so pretty. Spanky's makeup looks so pretty. Look at that. The hair looks right. I mean, Jocelyn Fox's necklace has never looked better. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I did. I liked the top part of it. Now, downstairs, it's giving me a little Carrie's first dress to the prom. Very that tease. Possibly Spanky's going to take out an entire senior class of folks in a gymnasium after pig's blood is poured on her because she's that girl. Dead ass. Excuse me. Fuck yeah. So, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. It's a little loose for the goose. Ha ha. A little loose for the goose. Ha ha. Hi, Irene's Tunes. Let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that because I agree. I kind of wish the stones continued all the way down the dress. Also, hi, Matty. You look beautiful today as always. Thank you. My love back to you, darling. I agree. I saw the caption on IG that she put up explaining that the dress was handed down in her drag family, made me tear up. See, that's probably why I didn't want to go in on the dress because it seemed special. And again, I think that Spanky looks really good. She does. She looks really good. She does. That's kind of sweet, Becky, to hear since Minnie Driver also wore. I did it again. I did it again. Oh, Minnie Cooper. Fuck. Penis. Damn. Okay. Minnie Cooper. Yes, that's the word. Yeah, there it is. Okay, one more time, Matt. Minnie Cooper also wore that red dress that was a tribute to those who have lost their lives as well as those living and affected with HIV and AIDS. And we actually, if y'all go back in the comment section of that episode, or I think, or maybe it was the next episode, but and shout out to you, sir. The guy who made that dress left a comment and described and talked about why that dress is so personal. So that kind of changes up the feel of this. You know what I'm saying? You fit yourself into that box. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, listen. Someone had to wear it. We're happy Spanky wore it. I mean, it's consistent with her brand. It is. It is very consistent. Come on, group. Let's get sickening. Top 3. Now, after RuPaul stared at them strangely for 2 hours while Michelle adjusted her top knotted bun and Reese couldn't figure out what color auburn he wanted his hair to be this week. Just kidding. RuPaul pulls out baby pictures, and I need to give them a moment. First of all, Hannah Conda. Oh, it's a cute baby. Listen, see, you couldn't bring a Kardashian on this show. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do it. I don't think that you presenting them with their baby pictures is going to be helpful for their. It'll be unrecognizable. I know Kylie's going to be like, who is that person? They don't look black at all. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, burp that came out. It's a different red every week. You see, it do look like that hair be going into different shades of red. You know what I'm saying? It's like ketchup, salsa, Roja, like it takes us there. Okay. But I thought Hannah was such a cute baby and it was cute words. Look at Queen. Look at Queen. Oh my goodness. I said, look at old big headed pudding pop. Look at that big head. I was like, oh, this is so special. It was a little special moment here just to see these babies. But I gotta tell you something. Hey Daisy, how you doing, baby? Um, Spanky, if that ain't you, bitch. When I tell you, I cackled. And in the best way. It wasn't like to be shady, but when I saw that little boy, I said, ooh, that if that don't feel like me. I was like, I wonder what I would feel like if they showed my picture. Do I pull out one of mine right now just to show you the one? I'll show you the one I would give them. I have it on my Facebook, on my personal Facebook. Um, is this it? Is this the one? Yep. Okay, it's so funny because it's like a side by side of me, but like it'd be that picture of me. Oh, it'd have to be that one because there's a story behind that picture that my mom used to tell me. My dad co-signed with it too. It was like, oh boy, you don't even know how that picture was so hard to take. Oh, it's so funny, right? It's like this face. And also, let's be very clear. I've been had the curls, boo. That hair used to be rocked, okay? But no, when I saw Spanky's picture, that brought me back. It was like, oh shit, I know that little boy. It's funny because that looks just like Spanky. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no denying who that baby is, and I love that Spanky got that moment to talk. Just a good time from all of them. They all had really great words to say. I was here. I was here for it. I was here for it. Hmm. I was here for it. Oh yeah, you know it never that me down. But yeah, I'd have a traumatic experience talking to that kid because it's like we had to go through a lot to get here, and we're still on this big journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, you want the story about that picture? No, we'll do it after the review. Let's get the review done first. And I'll talk about that picture and have my moment, I guess, or whatever. But getting those drinks was funny. I don't have. I fucking love these three, man. This sucks. Like I did not like season 1. And season 2 became so good. Like this is I was like, "Oh no, it's ending." That was me watching the episode. Like, "Fuck, this is actually ending." No. It was okay, bring it on season 3. I was like, "All right. Y'all sold me back. I'm here. I'm here down under." Shouts for them using another Kylie Minogue song. It's one of the ones I didn't even know this was a song though. I'm like, what album was this on? How did I miss this one? I'm a big Kylie Minogue fan. So for me, I was like, oh, I don't know. This may be one I missed or I skipped because I didn't care for the intro. It's normally how I am with songs sometimes. This was fun. I think though, that, like just to be honest, I thought Queen did really well and Hannah was a good time. But something about every time they got on Spanky was just a hoot. You know, even though, Queen Kong got out that dress, honey, and gave me a mom on a mission. I was here for Spanx. I was here for the foolishness of it all. I was here for it. Oh, it was on X? Oh, I had some songs from X that I really, really liked, but I think that's probably why I missed that one. That's not my favorite Kylie album. My favorite Kylie album is Aphrodite. Um, that top 3 is, yeah, that's the one. Love y'all down. Love you, Spanx. Love you, Queen. Love you, Hannah. Yeah, this sucks that the season's ending. Like, honestly, like I just want to say a couple of things and I might get emotional talking about it. But Hannah, thank you for reaching out and saying some really nice things to me on my Instagram. I appreciate you and your words. And hopefully whenever it does happen, we'll meet and it'll be a good time. Queen, we had long conversations and there were great conversations. I thank you for like bringing me in a little bit to some stuff as well as talking about like other things. And when I was really feeling down, you sent me that wonderful message. And I thank you for that. It meant a lot to me because Queen had saw one of my videos and I was, a little sad. And I thought that was really cool. As somebody who I talk about just via a show like this, developing some sort of online, just, camaraderie of friendship. And Spanky's been in some of the comment sections talking, jokes here and there. Just they're really good people. And I think that's why I kind of like the season a whole lot. Not just because attention was given, but I get it. I get them. I got it. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, even with conversations held where we may have referenced other people on the show, there were nothing but good things to say. There may have been like questions, but there's nothing but good things to say. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the edit did that, and you didn't see all this. They're very, 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 very good people. Also, shout out to Minnie Cooper. Honestly, Minnie, I appreciate those kind words you said to me and just your vulnerability as well when we had our conversation. Bravo, babe. Keep going. Thank you for being one of the legends out there. You've been doing this for a long time and you deserve the respect that you should be getting. And if you're getting any hate, child, send them my way. I'm good for reads, honey. I know you are too. But just in general, honestly, very, very lovely cast that for this season. And nothing but love to the rest of the season and the rest of the cast of season 2 of Drag Race Down Under. I do feel like that the girls who were eliminated should have been able to come back and show another dress. It'd been nice for them to do so. I think it would have gave them a little bit another chance, but hopefully they don't feel slighted in that moment. Don't know if they've gotten a miscongeniality yet, but yeah. But with now the winner of season 1 coming into the room, it's Key to Mean looking like she's about to step into the Chromatica tour. I need you to listen to me. Please don't leave me. I've been trying to keep me. I'm sorry. The tears are falling. Catch me if it's in love. I love Thousand Doves. That song is a bop. It's such a good song. That and Replay are gonna be that girl for me. They're going to be that girl for me. Listen, Keita Mean looks like she's going to be someone's worst nightmare in a girl's bedroom, possibly from the ages 6 to 12. But at the same time, I'm kind of here for the fact that she looks like a loud instrument for a possible Elton John video coming up. I don't want to say it's a tiny dancer. There's nothing tiny about that outfit. It also looks like if you pressed her in the chest, she'd light up a little bit and sound possibly from the 90s. Either way, I did like this, but I also was like, wow, that is a lot. But also, what to expect? A lot. But go ahead, Key to Mean. Anywho, the winner of season 2 of Drag Race Down Under, and honestly, from the bottom to the top, now we hear, is Spanky Jackson. And this reaction is probably one of my favorite reactions from anybody winning. It felt so real. Because it's kind of what I think I would do. I feel like my face would be like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I wouldn't immediately scream. It'd be like, wait, you sure? Like, very that. Are you sure? You sure? Positive, right? No. Maybe? Pop, right? Sure. You sure? Me? I'd be like, can you say it again? That'd be rude. Say it one more time. One more time. It was these reactions too. That is why I'm going to miss the season. That felt like the friends. Either if it had been any other way, it'd been the same. I feel like from all of them. Yeah, they record all 3. So, let's say I had to be up there getting that situation and we have to do that over and over again or whatever. Girl, when you hear your name and it's the possibility that this is going to be that is actually this, what if they use this? Yeah, I'm going to be freaking out. I'd be freaking out. Or what if I pulled a wait, stop, Rue. I'm sorry, but I just can't accept this. I'm gonna have to give it to psych. I'm just like, that'd be some bullshit. No, they are actually genuine. Again, Carl, I'm reading some of these comments like, well, if they record it over and over again, it's not as genuine. No, it's still genuine because it's the names are being said. Like, imagine if that's your friend still winning there. Well, it has to be done over and over again. It's still genuine to an effect. Let's not take away from these moments where these people are winning something or if people are happy to see them, taking the crown or not. Unless, say, someone comes out and goes, oh, we were just so tired. We were just phoning it in. I think this feels genuine. I know Hannah was happy for Spanky, and I know Queen also was too. I could see it either way, either or. So I won't take that away from them. I don't think they would have done that or felt that way. That doesn't feel right. Spanky, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Spanky. Fuck yeah. Shut me up, bitch. That's all I'm going to say. Spanky, shut me up. Honey, you saw my Meet the Queens and said, this queen going to be rolled, girl. Talk about it. Spanky was like, oh, he don't even know. She's not going to be ready for me. And I was not ready for you. That's T. I think I said even in my Meet the Queens, I'm going to have to go back and watch, but I even said, watch me be wrong. I was like, watch me be wrong. And she'd be like the one. But honestly, she killed it this season. A good time, super funny. Every time there was something that was, emotional or a sad scene, Spanky was actually like one of the best ones to be there in those moments to fill in those gaps and to, bring in the warmth. I know Queen was as well, other situations, other queens too, but it has really this was very satisfactory and not in like oh, we're finishing and we're no, like that felt good. Like, you know what? That bitch almost went home the first episode. And what would have happened? Bravo. Bravo. Class act through and through. Stuck to their guns, kept it real, shaded when needed and necessary, didn't have to insert themselves into every conversation, kept it real, came from a real background, almost quit drag. Okay? Almost gave up on all this and popped their ass back in this competition and said, honey, we're going to see how this works. Didn't come in with the best looks at all. And that is a little shade. Didn't come in with the best looks at all. I don't even think she had top 2 in any week. But you know what? Didn't matter. She was a hoot. One of the funnest people I have ever watched through an entire season of a show. Better yet, Hannah, Queen included in this. Just good TV. Good TV. Listen, I think I'm calling it a wrap right now. But I'm in. RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, I'm back in. I will say that I chew my words on Spanx from the beginning. She showed up and showed out, and I found myself loving her each and every single week. Just got better and better and better. Queen was my girl from day uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, motherfuckers, okay? And Hannah, I'm glad I got to know you a lot better. I'm rooting for you, bitch. I am. The rest of this cast, I feel the same way, rooting for all of you. I hope you're all successful in life. Don't be doing nothing crazy. Don't be doing no bullshit. You don't have to answer everybody online. Y'all know how these streets are. Chill out. I hope to see every single one of you at DragCon. Beverly, don't fight me. We ain't rock, paper, scissors shooting at this occasion, okay? I love you down, sister, even when you was pissing me off. But to everybody that watched this season with me, I appreciate you so much. This is actually going to be the last season in this current apartment that I'm in right now that I'll be reviewing in a live situation like this, which is kind of like crazy, right? Because I'll be starting UK here on Friday, but then of course I'll be somewhere new by the next review. Um, but this is that will be a fun fact in the Matty Library that when I moved back to Houston, I got in this apartment. By the time I was here, the last season that I completed fully for live reviews was Drag Race Down Under season 2 before I moved. That is 2. What a good show. What a good season this was. So, y'all want story time now? Did you want story time? Did you want the kids picture one about like what happened that day? Or did you want the story about what happened on Twitter where I was like, if somebody ghosts you and they just seem to do it, do you give it a chance? Like that story. We could do either or. And you looked pissed as fuck. I was not. This doesn't look pissed off. This is they told me to look up, keep looking up, whatever. This kid right here. I was let's see here, 28 years. How old was I in 2017? That was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Oh, I was 3. Oh, I was 3. I was 3. So this had to be pre-K that I was in. Yep, this is at a Christian academy I was going to. My parents put me in. I unfortunately was aware of a lot of things at the early stages of my life because of me being a sponge as a kid, even now with a lot of people's energy and the way they talk or, negative, nasty stuff. And unfortunately, prior to this picture, at the school I was at, someone's parent was calling me a sissy because I was playing with the girls prior to this picture being taken. And I remember my dad getting in an argument with the man and it being like this really, really big deal because these pictures weren't taken like with us just as kids at the school. No, the parents were all there. Like everybody was there. And I remember it just being like such a really fucked up moment because I knew it was about me because the guy kept pointing at me. And so I started to cry. I was sobbing before this picture was taken, which is what was crazy. And I remember my mom like just grabbing me and holding me, and she had to like calm me down. And I was the last kid to get their picture taken that day because it was that bad, and the school felt bad, and all of that. The guy was escorted out. Me and the kid or his son, we never got along forever, and I had to go to school with that kid all the way from pre-K to 5th grade. I hated that kid, but like he taught that son very much how to be a gross individual. Trust me, that apple did not fall far from the tree. But I was sobbing before that. That's why my eyes have a little like they look like that a little bit underneath because I was crying. But I remember they were trying to get me to calm down. And so my mom, they were like, we have to take the picture because it was like 6:00 in the evening. Like school is closed. Like, hurry up. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember my dad was trying to get me to calm down. He was getting frustrated. And my mom was the one that like actually calmed me down. And she, I just remember her like just saying some sweet stuff to me and I just started to laugh or whatever. She was making funny faces. And so that picture is actually just me looking up like, because I had just like caught my breath, like so that photo, if I were to be on the show and used it, would have so much context to the beginning of a lot of trauma that I'd be facing in my life. Because like after that situation happened, a year later, my dad threw me in therapy at 4 years old so they could take the gay out. Like, you're gonna take me to a therapist so they can figure it out. So like it was like one of the very catalyst moments of my life. A lot of my pictures turned into like hard cheesy grins after that because I would, I always have to look at that picture. My mom would go, "Oh, it was such a sad day. Oh, you had to pull that picture out, Matt. You could not be. You were not good that day." And I was like, "I was not." So yeah, like that's where that story came from. That's where that picture was. Yeah, at 4 years old, I I know a lot of people have been through stuff in their life, and for those of you who may have faced your own past and it's still hitting you, I understand what you're going through. Currently in therapy over these situations now, so I carry myself into the next part of my adulthood, not still focused on stuff that was really fucked up. But yeah, at a very young age in my life, I was told what homosexuality was. I was told all the bad words you can think of for gay people, threatened with death, all of it. Because my family was a bit homophobic, and unfortunately I was one of those prime examples of watch it, Vince, your son's acting like this, watch that, da, 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 da," thinking I wouldn't hear them talking about me. My cousins would torture me. Like, it's like I would go to school and they would talk about me. I almost got jumped by a bunch of girls one time because they thought I was trying to be them. It was weird shit. 4th grade, y'all, like, weird shit. Um, I had family members that were making fun of me consistently. Like, it was like I couldn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? It was like I couldn't just go anywhere without always being talked about. And so my dad took me to therapy because he didn't want his son to be gay. And he was like, we take him over here, we'll figure him out, and then we can know how we can change him. They were talking about sending me to schools. Like, it was conversion therapy, all of that. There were points when I was in church and they would pray over me, or in the prayer, there would be like a section for me. And it's like, what's happening here? And thank you so much for the super chat. I'm sorry I missed this. And this season is a wrap. Merci for your excellent coverage of Down Under. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. But that shit really, it's interesting because a lot of that stuff I like bottled up in my 20s, but now that I'm in my 30s and I've grown a lot, matured a lot, dealt with past friendships that ended, new ones beginning, people I've had in my life for years. It's like all that stuff is starting to sit on me again, and it's coming back up like, holy shit, And I think it's maybe because I'm in my like mid 30s now or whatever, and we're going into that next phase of my life. But it's very interesting that, y'all, if you don't address that stuff, it's going to get you. It's going to get you. So if you're holding on to anything, please let that go. It's going to come back. It's going to affect you. I'm at night upset over things that happened to me from 20 something years ago, you know? But it's a lot. It's a lot. Because I technically, and I always say this, shouldn't be here, because there were just many moments in my life where it could have been a lot different. So cherish the moments that you have. Love the life that you're given. This world is crazy. I get it. People are weird. People think they want to own you, talk about you. You can't say anything about their favorite artists or have an opinion on that. Just don't let stuff take you down, y'all, please. I am stressed the fuck out right now. I'm not even going to be able to do anything that I really want to do for my birthday, and I haven't taken a vacation this entire year. You want to know the last time I took a vacation? Alti? September of last year on my birthday, when we went to San Diego, is the last time I actually took a actual, like, somewhere, didn't think about work. And mind you, I was still filming stuff when I was on my trip, but like, I was having it was a vacation. So no, I need to take one soon. I will be taking one very soon. I just got to get moved into this next spot. Once we're done with that, Christmas, I feel like that will be the time. Because I'm like, I got to do something, or I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go crazy. Because, yeah, my friends know this now. I got to take a break. I need a break. I need like at least 2 or 3 days, or I'm just not even looking at my phone. Like, I don't even want to turn on Twitter or nothing. And I said that would be the next trip that I take. It's going to have to be something where I am completely just not on social media or nothing. Just nothing. Okay. Let me stop talking, y'all. I'm just now rambling here, just talking about my personal stuff right now. That bores you, too bad. But thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you had a good time. Please hit that like button before you walk out the door. Drop a like or two. Leave a comment in the comment section as well. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. The next time you'll see me will be Friday. Friday, I'll be back for Drag Race UK season 4. We'll be talking about a whole new set of queens coming in, and I'll be so excited to start that live review with you on that day. And then, of course, Saturday is my birthday. And yeah, I'll be back again Sunday for the panel, and then we will be taking a slight break. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. There will be videos that I'm not taking like a break where you won't see me, but I'll be just doing recorded videos for a second. Same thing with Drag Race Philippines. My bad. I'll be back Thursday for Philippines, Friday for UK. Yeah, Thursday for Philippines, Friday for UK, Saturday for my birthday, Sunday for the panel. There we go. All right. Yeah. When I get into my next place, maybe. But I don't know. Sometimes I think that stuff's kind of boring. Like, we're just watching me eat. But it also, yeah. But, I like food. Anywho. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Take care. Puss. I love y'all down. I will see y'all Thursday for Drag Race Philippines, Friday for UK. I'll see you then. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.